can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Washington Huskies. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bruins will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will have the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He leaves it with his back. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
On the ground, it's high. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep them out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force them either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Huskies! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the UCLA Bruins offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Dumps it off in the flats. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Gets it inside the 5. Down to the... It'll be 1st and goal. And the Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Washington wants to go quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got it in the middle, it's Coffee. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grabbed over the middle, it's Coffee. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Harper. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Karapateas. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And guys, how many 1st downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Washington will snap it in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. It's complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Wants to keep it in the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move, it's Owens. Turning it on! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Washington right back to the line. They'll go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. This time he's got it.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Lost a throw on first down. Finds us back in the middle. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. You can tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Cricket.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. He's on and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Never a doubt. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for room, it's Owens. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Bruins in the hurry-up.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Got him downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, the inside give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there, because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone, they're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Green 25.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown UCLA! And the comeback. It's on. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 8 over Florida. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the catch. It's Coffee.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Owens. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And as he throws.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy.
There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Gonna run it. It's Owens. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his, and he loses the football on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Touchdown, Washington! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
UCLA 16.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Easy.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Working that left side now. Pulled down for the tackle. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes and catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Harper. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Wants to fire on second down. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Quickly complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw on third and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
On the
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Come on, set.
The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Connection to the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
UCLA.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bruin! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Ready to try the point after.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was payday.
So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Harper. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking to throw for it. Into the end zone. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Knocked down at the 3, and he was trying to take that interception to the house.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The sure hands, it's Owens. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away to take advantage of that defense.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the tailback. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it. It's high. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's hard to coaches this week. That's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Washington.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger